So let's go back to the terminal and try some typings, try the different commands that we just saw. I'm going to create the file structure under my home directory. So I'm going to start from IBT 2017 and then create another file, another directory, genomics and Linux under it. So I'm going to check again where I'm located. PWD, I'm still located in my home directory. And I'm going to create the directory IBT 2017 using the command mkdir IBT 2017. To check if the folder has been created or not, you can use the command ls. Remember that the command ls allows you to list the content of your current working directory. So ls, I can add the option -l to have all the details with it. We can see that the folder IBT 2017 has been created right now. To create the other subdirectories, we have two different options, like either move into the directory IBT 2017 and then create the two subdirectories, genomics and Linux, or specify the path where we would like to create these subdirectories, which means that we will specify the path down to IBT 2017. So I'm going to move into the folder IBT 2017. So we said that the command cd stands for change directory. So after cd, I'm going to type the path to which I would like to move. So IBT 2017 is immediately located under my current working directory, so I can simply type cd IBT 2017. A very handy shortcut when you use the terminal is the use of the tab. In your keyboard, when you type the tab, it allows you to complete the name of the file. So if you have different options, it's going to display the two different options if you type tab twice. But if you type tab once, I have only one folder starting with capital I, so it did complete the name. So I'm going to move to the folder IBT 2017. So by hitting enter, you will see that my path changed, and I'm currently located under IBT 2017. You can check that by two different ways. Either type, of course, PWD, or you can also see that it has been added to your prompt. So you can here see that we are, it's saying that we are located under the folder IBT 2017. So your current working directory is added to your prompt. So let's type anyways pwd, and it's given us the absolute path of our current working directory, which is IBT 2017. So now that we are in IBT 2017, we can create the two different subdirectories, which are Linux and genomics. We can type mkdir again, Linux, and then type mkdir genomics, or we can create two folders on the same time by typing mkdir Linux and then space genomics, and it's going to create both Linux and genomics. We can check that again by typing the ls command, and we can see that inside our current working directory, which is IBT 2017, we now have two different folders called genomics and Linux. Let's type ls -l to have all the details again. And as we saw previously, ls with the option -l will give you more details about the different folders, the owner of the folder. Here is my username, so it's saying that I am the owner of these two different folders. It's given us the date on which the two subdirectories have been recently modified, so we just created them. And once again, here are the different rights that are given to the different users of the system on these two given subdirectories. Here, as you can see, the different rights are starting with a D, which means that these two different files are indeed directories and not ordinary files. But don't worry about that. We will have the chance to see more examples, because here we have only folders, so you cannot really distinguish between ordinary files and folders. So if we would like to move up again to my home directory, we can use the cd tilde. Remember, we said that the tilde special character takes you to your home directory, or we can also use the dot, which refers to the parent directory. So I'm going to check the where we are located again, pwd. We are still located in IBT 2017. If I type cd ... and then hit enter, it's going to take me a level up to the parent directory. And we can check that with pwd. It's taken us to my home directory once again. If we would like to move back to IBT 2017, we can use cd IBT 2017. If we would like to move directly to Linux, which is a subdirectory under the IBT 2017 directory, we can specify either the absolute path or the relative path to the Linux directory. So the relative path will start from the root, and then it's gonna be users, and then my home directory. Here is my username again, and then we move to IBT 2017, and I'm still using the tab command to complete the tab key to complete the file names. So we want to move to Linux again, and here we specified the absolute path, and if we hit enter and then check, and we can see that we move it to the subdirectory Linux. And as you can notice here, Linux has been also added to the prompt. So let's move back to my home directory. We can go one level up. That will take us to IBT 2017. Let's check this with pwd. So once we check it with pwd, we can also move again one layer up with the cd command, and cd ... will take us to another layer up. And we can check this with the pwd command. Remember that you can use the clear command to clear your screen, but all the previous commands will remain in your command line history, and you can check that with the up arrow and the down arrow in your keyboard. All right, so now we checked some of the useful commands that you can use to create directories, list the content of a given directory, and move from one directory to another. And we also checked the command pwd that allows you to print your print the path, the absolute path of your current working directory. So let's go back to the lecture. So there is also a command that allows you to remove a given directory, which is the command rm-dir, that allows you to remove a given directory. So the command structure is rm-dir, the directory name, or you can also specify the path of the directory that you would like to remove. The directory should be in your current working directory, of course, if you don't specify the path. If you would like to remove a directory that it's not immediately located in your current working directory, you have to specify the path to that directory. One important thing to keep in mind is that RMDIR works if there is no content in your directory. If your directory has a content, we will see later how we can remove a directory if it's not empty. So if you try, for example, to remove a directory that it's not empty, you will see the error message directory is not empty. If you would like to remove all the subdirectories of a given directory and all of its content, you can use the option -R that will allow you to delete recursively all the content of a given directory. If you would like to get help about a given command from your terminal, of course you can use Google and check the different options of a given command, and there are a lot of user manuals that are very good and that give you a lot of details about the different options of the different Linux commands. You can use the man command and then followed by the command name, and this is going to display all the details about your command and all the different possible options. Let's go back to the terminal and try man pwd, and as you see here, it's displaying the command name, and it's given a lot of useful information about the pwd command. And you can quit the manual by typing semicolon and then Q. You can do the same with ls and any other option and any other command. And as you can see here, for the ls, it's given us all the details about the different options, like the -L, the -A we saw, etc. And you can move up and down into this manual, and you can quit it by typing Q. So as I said, I'm going to share with you some useful shortcuts that can be very handy when you use the terminal. So if you would like to move to your home directory, you can either type cd tilde username, and it's going to take you to the user specific home directory, or you can also use cd without specifying any parameter, and it's going to take you to your home directory. There are some other useful shortcuts, like for example, if you combine the control key in your keyboard with A, it's going to move the cursor to the beginning of your command line. If you combine it with the C, it's going to end a running program and return it to the prompt. Remember, when you are running a command, it's going to give you back the prompt when the command is the execution of the command is finished. So if you would like to interrupt a given program, you can hit Control combine it with C. If you would like to exit from your current shell session, you can hit Control plus D. Or you can simply type the command exit. If you would like to autocomplete a file name, remember I talked about that few minutes ago, you can hit the tab sign, and it's going to allow you to complete a file name. If you would like to display the different completion possibilities, if you have different files starting with the same letter, you can hit tab, and then it's going to display all the different options. So tab twice will display the different options. If you would like to clear the terminal, again, you can use either the clear command or hit Control plus L. So that's all for today's session. Again, take the time to play with the terminal and try the different commands. And feel free to ask any questions you might have.